In March 2023, the prize rate for NS&I premium bonds rose to 3.3%, thanks to the fifth increase in the past 12 months. That's great news for the 22 million premium bond customers, as it's higher than most instant access savings accounts are offering. But does the prize rate tell the full story of how much you can expect to win? In this video, I'm hoping to explain to you how premium bonds work so you can decide whether they're good value and should form part of your savings and investment plan. When you buy a £1 premium bond from NS&I, they assign it a unique number. The renowned ERNI, NS&I's electronic random number indicator equipment, randomly selects one of these numbers to receive every prize. The odds of an individual bond being chosen are 24,000 to 1, so the more bonds you have, the greater the chance you have of one or more of your numbers being chosen. Now, you can hold up to £50,000 in premium bonds, so that's 50,000 individual bonds or unique numbers. And the prize rate is the average amount won as a proportion of the amount of bonds bought. But this average uses the mean, which is dragged up by those lucky few 1 million jackpot winners. The median rate, on the other hand, is far less influenced by the highest prizes and varies depending on how many bonds you have. Though the prize rate would suggest that £10,000 in bonds would win £330 a year, assuming the current 3.3% interest rate, the median rate on that £10,000 is a rather less impressive 2.5%. which equates, of course, to £250 in winnings on that £10,000. You can check the median rate for the amount of premium bonds you own at a website called premiumbondprizes.com. So I'll put a link in the description below. You would be right to ask whether luck plays a role at all, and I would say yes, it does. For £10,000 in bonds, someone with average or median luck would get £250 back in a year. The luckiest 25% could expect to win £375 or more, equivalent to an interest rate of 3.75%. At the other end of the luck continuum, the expected winnings of the unluckiest 25% is £175 or 1.75% return. For those holding a smaller number of bonds, there's a bigger difference between the slightly more and slightly less lucky person. If you put just £5,000 into premium bonds, the range of return varies by 2.29%. And this reduces by 0.97% if you hold the maximum of £50,000. In fact, if you do hold £50,000, it's almost certain that you'd win something over the course of a year. On average, you'd win 25 prizes, but if you kept that £50,000 invested for 50 years, and the rate stayed as high as it is now throughout that time, there would be only a 0.05% chance of winning the £1 million jackpot. It's fair to say that it's unlikely premium bonds will ever make you a millionaire. So are premium bonds right for you? As always with personal finance, it depends. Whilst the idea of winning big is appealing, the main downside is the lack of a guaranteed return. It's possible to get higher returns elsewhere if you opt for fixed rate bonds or 12-month, 2-year savings accounts. Based on historical returns, investing could also prove much more profitable than premium bonds. If you'd invested £10,000 in the Vanguard FTSE Global All Cap Index Fund, which is an ongoing charge of 0.23%, 5 years ago, you'd have netted a return of 8.36%, or £14,490. In contrast, the same amount invested in premium bonds for 5 years would on average have left you with £11,250. And that's at the current rate of 3.3%, where that went as low as 1% in December 2020. If you're looking for ways to support children or grandchildren to get the best return, a junior stocks and shares ISA, known as a JISA, could be a better option. One benefit is that they can't access the money until they reach 18. The one major benefit of premium bonds is that you're guaranteed to never lose your money, as they've 100% backed by the Treasury. If security is important to you, then premium bonds may be the answer. Just don't expect to become a millionaire. What I also love about them is their tax-free returns, and you can get your money back at any point. It usually, in my experience, takes kind of 7 to 10 days before the money hits your bank account. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Justin King. I'm a chartered and certified financial planner. My aim is to help you live a successful life, and that often involves understanding your money. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, of course, please subscribe and press like so that you can see more videos on planning for a successful retirement.